Hey guys, and welcome back to the Horror Realm. Yeah, as you can tell, this is improv. Well, because I found out some quick information that this little blog about. And it goes as follows. Here's your bulletin update. Yes, we all know that Scream's rights were sold. And what I didn't know, which I found out here just recently, that there was a conference with all the original Scream cast. And they do that often. But there has been apparently talks about making a Scream 5, and Neve Campbell still on board for it. And, she stated in the past that, basically she wouldn't really want to do one because Wes, is dead. Rest in peace, Wes Craven. And, but she kind of recanted a little bit, saying, if the script was right and, if all the pieces were together, then she would consider it. And that she had fun making Scream 4. Even Matthew Lillard was there, and I love Matthew Lillard. And it's like, hey, basically, if you can write me in, I'll do it. But also, the rest of the cast were there, and they were unanimously confident about not wanting a remake made, which I think is great. You can't remake Scream. They all pretty much wanted to go along with the plot and continue on the story, or have some type of shoot-off like Season of the Witch with Halloween, which didn't work then, but would definitely work now because anthologies are hot and heavy. So now that'll be really cool to see whether they do a reboot, which I hope they don't, and if they want any of the original cast back, seems like they better not. But it would be cool to see Scream 5 was an anthology film, maybe a shoot-off, or was an actual next entry into the film franchise series. I've always wanted to Scream 5, but, when Wes Craven died, I also recanted because, how do you do it without Wes? The writers are still alive, so that's good, but, Wes, it was his vision, his baby, so I would have to see the company producing and see the writers, if the original writer for Scream would come back, and if not, who the writers would be, and who the director would be, and if the cast, are as enthusiastic as they say about coming back. And if they are, that's great. We'll do it. But I wouldn't want to see a reboot of Scream. It's a classic. I'm not a reboot fan anyhow. So that's what's going on in the world of Scream. Super excited. Since, Queen Latifah basically killed the Scream MTV series, Dead in the Water. It was atrocious. I don't know why they sold that off. I don't know why they killed that original cast. They were doing pretty good and had a lot of avenues to venture into that plot. It was far from dead. They were definitely not beating the same drum over and over, which really sucks that they got rid of that whole cast, and they sold the rights to Queen Latifah's company, and they destroyed it. And right now, the company's name escapes me, but I used to know it, and it's terrible. It was too political. Scream was never to be political. It was to be scary. It was to be kind of satire-y, but still witty, well-written, and very frightening. It had nothing to do with politics. It had to do with making fun of the horror genre in and of itself, but also not breaking that fourth wall and being an awesome film and still being scary. And that's so hard to do, and Scream pulled it off beautifully. My favorite horror movie of all time is Scream. So just to let you guys know, what started me down this whole road was actually Scream. It's amazing. One day we'll sit down. We get to 1,000 subscribers, which we will get to eventually. We'll have a live stream. That'll be cool, and we'll all watch Scream together. So that's your Scream update. Love Scream. Rest in peace, Wes Craven. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on everything. Whether you want to see a reboot, whether you want to see them continuation with the story, or you want to see an anthology. And as always, stay creepy.